I feel like baking. And so I was digging around in my cookbooks again. I was looking at one of my favorites, Molly on the Range, and going through that, and I know that she usually has some pretty good taste when it comes to everything. So I found this pistachio loaf cake and I gotta have it and I gotta make it. Look how good that looks. So that's what I shall do today. Ooh, the mail is here. I've got all of my ingredients here and I'm going to preheat my oven to 350 Fahrenheit and we can get started. In my bowl here, I have some pistachios and almonds that I have ground up. To this mixture, I am going to add my just regular all-purpose flour, some kosher salt. This is our dry mixture, so I'm just gonna incorporate this a little bit and set it aside. Working on the wet mixture. Ugh, I've got my stand mixer out. You can do this by hand. I choose not to. And that's my choice to make. In my mixer, I'm going to cream my butter and my sugars. And my sugar. And I'm going to cream this together for just a few minutes. It's just a nice little texture like that. To my butter and sugar, I'm gonna add the eggs one at a time. Remember to scrape down your sides. You don't want anything getting stuck on the bottom. I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla extract and the tiniest bit of almond extract. Be very careful when using this. It's super strong. I usually see the measurement in whatever recipe and cut it by half because it's very strong. It's not like vanilla. Last thing is some lemon zest. All right, we've got this wet mixture all mixed up. Now I can slowly start to add the dry mixture on low speed. Aw, dang it, just spilled it everywhere. Stop mixing and we can just finish the rest by hand. I don't want to overmix this. Excuse my mess. And we have got our batter. Beautiful, beautiful batter. You know the drill. I have my loaf pan, sprayed it with some nonstick spray, put a little bit of parchment paper so that you can just lift it out easier. And then I'm just going to pour my batter in. Mention how good this smells. Just even it out a little bit. I'm gonna pop this into my preheated oven for about 45-ish minutes. I'm gonna start checking it then. You just want it to be nice and brown on top and you want a skewer to come out clean. And she's out. I have to tell you that I'm extremely confused. It's jiggly, but when I put a skewer in it, it comes out clean. So I have no reason to think it's not done. It baffles me. I might have just messed it up. No one knows for sure. I can't tell. I left it in there for like an hour because it was so jiggly, but maybe once it cools down, it'll solid up. I don't know. There's nothing about this in the recipe. I'm panicking. We'll see how it goes, but we're just gonna leave it here to cool in the pan for a few minutes and then I'm gonna lift it, put it on a rack and let it cool completely. Well, I guess it firmed up a little bit. I hope I didn't overcook it. It's still kind of really soft, but maybe that's the nature of like all of the nuts that I put into it. I'm very interested to see how this goes. I don't want to wait any longer. I'm gonna move this She's a brick. Dang, this is heavy. Now for the glaze. All over the top. Just give this a nice little helping hand here. Maybe too much, maybe not. I'll finish this off with some of the pistachios that I had and some flaky sea salts because obviously. And there we have it, this pistachio loaf. It smells so good. It really looks very nice. I mean, if you show up to like a brunch or just a friend's house with this, they're gonna be like, excuse me? But now I want to cut into it and see how it is. I'm nervous. Get a good knife. Moment of truth. Definitely looks very dense inside, but I think that's pretty common with like a nut cake. But it's done. It looks pretty inside. Let's get to trying it though. A little bite. That texture is crazy. I could have gone a little finer on the nuts. I feel like next time I make this, I'm gonna try to find some pistachio flour. Is that a thing? Because I know almond flour, but pistachios could be a little smaller, but they still taste really good, and the texture is very interesting but delicious. It's like super nutty. Oh yeah. It was a success. You should definitely make this for sure. Enjoy.